capture the objectives. Indeed, I will try, sir. I will certainly do my best. Yeah, love the voice characters in Modern Warfare 2. I want to talk about that in a moment. If I remember, if I don't ramble on too much, and hopefully I'll come back to it. But I wanted to talk about characters in Call of Duty games. But before I do, and before I talk about one or two other things, because this is quite a long gameplay, I just wanted to say it's a Modern Warfare 2 Domination game on Skid Row, or Skid Mark, if you have the intelligence and the the immaturity of a 15-year-old like me. Every time it comes up Skid Row, I just think, Skid Mark, like Beavis and Butthead. But yeah, that's just me. I'm a fool. And look, you have days, okay, you have days when you play Call of Duty, and it's not very often. Think how many times on one hand you can count when you've had some time to yourself and you've thought, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do some severe gaming tonight. You know, I've got a few hours, it's quiet, everybody's in bed, or people have gone out and left you with the house to yourself. Whatever the mood, whatever the occasion, you sit and you think, I'm going to play some Call of Duty. How many times can you count, and like I say, it probably won't be many, where you can say, I remember playing that and every single game was just so much fun, and you come off the console, you turn it off, and you go back to normal life, but you go back to normal life with a little bit of a smirk on your face. You know, you're happy, you think that was fun, I had so much fun, I didn't feel like I wasted that last hour or a couple of hours, depending how sad you are, like me, and you want to sit there and just really play it out. Yeah, this was this afternoon that I was playing this, and I kind of had a bit of time to myself, and I thought I'm going to play some Modern Warfare 2, but I'm going to play some Domination, give the free-for-all a miss, play some Domination, throw on a Spaz 12, and see how I do. And man, I had so much fun, especially on a map like Skid Row. You can kind of play this map and really enjoy it, or the community can change that at the bat of an eyelid by throwing on the noob tubes and sort of long-range firing those bloody things and RPGs through tunnels and doorways and whatever else, and it can really spoil your day. But if people play this and they have a little bit of something about them, the fun just keeps rolling in and rolling in, and that's what this was like. There was about 1 out of 8 games maybe that I played with the same lobby before the host decided to do one and leave, and unfortunately it's such a shame, because it kind of, you know, when we went into the lobby at the end it just said host has left, and it was like, oh no, I've lost all those people. Everybody was fair game. Now this gameplay here, nothing amazing, you know, there's plenty of action on here. Yeah, that's the one thing I'll say, and I don't mind, you know, I don't mind dying. I think I die about 28 times on this, and a lot of people would never post a gameplay like that. It's like, no, I can only have a maximum of 5 deaths and that's about me done. I can't post any more than that, because people will think I'm terrible and they will disown me on YouTube and I will just be alone with no friends. Whereas with me, I think I don't care, because I racked up some nice kills, I racked up a few nice streaks, and I just had so much fun. The enemy seemed to have the same idea as well, as so did my teammates. Everybody was kind of trying to capture that B flag and trying to hold the B flag, and it was just mayhem. It was just organised mayhem. And I've said before, you know, if you're playing Domination, one of the key things is to hold on to the B flag. That is the key attribute to winning a game of Domination. If you can have A or C, brilliant. But as long as you've got that B flag, you can kind of keep sweeping back to your own home flag and protecting that as much as you can. And that's what I tried to do. I probably could have held on to B a little bit more. Sometimes I got a little bit too carried away, because there were so many people in these corridors that my Spaz 12 was on overdrive. But this was immense, you know, such a great afternoon of fun. And you know, I talked in a commentary about a week or so ago, and I said, I've given up on Modern Warfare 2, I'm fucking tired of it. I just don't feel like I'm getting a good ride out of it. And this almost kind of rekindled that old-fashioned feeling of love. There wasn't really any noob tubes, well, I was going to say not really many noob tubes, if any. I don't remember getting blown up by a noob tube, I could be wrong, as I was in, I think, my last video where I was playing Black Ops 2 on Carrier, and I said, yeah, I think it was about my 4th Warthog, and I only actually had one. I was thinking of a different gameplay, so schoolboy error, but we all make them. It's one of those things. But yeah, I don't really think anybody was noob tubing. Everybody was using different guns. Everybody was aggressive, kind of passive aggressive in some respects, but everybody was playing the OBJ. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, trying to win the game by holding the objective. We lose, unfortunately, but it was just such a great action-packed gameplay that I decided to post it up, and I really hope you enjoy it. So feast your eyes upon the mayhem that is Skid Mark. First of all, I wanted to say that those of you guys who've been posting over to my Legion of a Puck channel, sending me personal messages hoping that I'll upload a video, I've got to let you know I'm having some problems signing into that channel. I don't fucking know why. I don't know why. I don't know if the channel's been, I don't know, reported for spam or something like that, because a few people have been saying, you know, you're not taking any more submissions. I actually am, but I'm just having so many problems getting into it. I've tried everything bar a fucking locksmith to get in. Every time I click onto it, it comes up with that array of televisions stacked on top of each other saying, whoops, something went wrong. Our team of highly trained monkeys are working to fix the problem. If you see them, then tell them this bunch of fucking gobbledygook that we're going to write below you. Now, it says there's some troubleshooting you can do, and you click on this thing and it says, here, what you want to do. You want to go in, you want to delete your cookies, you want to do this, that and the other. And it's like, I did all that and it still wouldn't let me on the channel. However, I can find the channel, you know, I can click on my link and it sends me to it, but I just can't personally sign into it. It's not denying any passwords or denying any emails or anything like that. It just simply won't let me in. So I can't read any messages that people have sent me. I can't read any posts that people have sent me. It is bloody annoying me, and it's annoying me in quite a bad way. So I'm going to try and keep fixing that problem, and eventually I will start uploading on there, but I just thought I'd give you a heads up in case you thought I'd managed to turn my back on the channel, which I haven't. I haven't at all. Like I said before, I've just been really busy lately. I have in fact screwed my back up at work. I'm kind of walking around like a 90-year-old pensioner with a mission in life to just die, just end up in the ground. I just want to go in the ground because I'm in so much pain. That's how I feel. All the work I've been doing is very low down, low to the ground, nothing really above knee level, and it's kind of destroyed my back, which I've had a bad back since I was 18 years old. Having a few beers with some friends, one of my friends who was called the Pig, funnily enough, for the reason that he was just such a big fat guy, like a pig. He was 22 stone and about 6'4" or something like that. There was a bit of a challenge going. We used to challenge each other to things when we used to be out drinking, like, you know, these bollock kicking competitions. Let's see who can take the the most kicks in the testicles before they say, no, I give up, and the one to give up has to buy all the drinks. There was one challenge of, let's see who can lift the pig up over their shoulder and hold on to him and drink a full pint. So I thought, yeah, I'm up for that one. I'll go with that. And unfortunately it was detrimental to my health, because as soon as I picked him up, I didn't do the old-fashioned bending the knees. There was no health and safety representative around me to say, you've got to bend your fucking knees, and unfortunately my back just pulled out. 18 years old, 36 or 37 now, whatever I am, because I keep managing to forget my age conveniently, and it just plays me up terrible. So, you know, I've tried a few things, chiropractors, physios, massage parlours, yes, and no, nothing seems to work, so hey ho. But okay, I'm going to remember now. Going on to the characters, I wanted to talk about one of the things I love about Modern Warfare 2, one of the many things, is the characters that were actually in the game. So if you think of the campaign, then the characters in there, you know you've got a good campaign when you actually make a connection to the character, and that's what I had with Modern Warfare 2. I think I played that campaign about 5 times at least, 5 or 6 times, over and over again. And one of the many times I played it was when I had some internet issues, i.e. I couldn't pay the bill, so I was cut off for about a month. So I didn't really have a wide array of games, and I ended up playing Modern Warfare 2 campaign. And it was just such a good campaign. But I managed to build a rapport with the characters, and I was kind of gutted with the whole story setting when things start going against you. And my favourite character of all time has got to be Ghost Riley. I don't know about you guys, I don't know who your favourite character is. You know, leave a comment and let me know. But for me, my favourite character in any Call of Duty was Ghost Riley from Modern Warfare 2. And the reason for that is because he was a fucking badass. I mean, if you ever... You probably don't if you're a little bit sad like me, but if you ever managed to read the whole life story of Ghost Riley before Modern Warfare 2 came out, to sort of give you an idea of the background of the guy, man, it was just such a good background story. It was awesome. He was basically a guy who had a tortured childhood and ended up joining the SAS, the British SAS, to I suppose kind of take his frustrations out and, I don't know, give him a channel of anger in life. And Ghost Riley was awesome. He was voiced by a character who's an English actor called Craig Fairbrass. Now, Craig Fairbrass is one of my favourite English actors as well, so it kind of works out for me anyway, but Craig Fairbrass has been in loads of films. For those of you guys who don't know who Craig Fairbrass is or haven't really heard of him, you might know if you watched Rise of the Foot Soldier. He played Pat Tate you know, the psychopath in Rise of the Foot Soldier who's just literally a steroid-fueled junkie who's got who's got the temper of a fucking bulldog. Yeah, that was Craig Fairbrass, and I think he was in Cliffhanger as well, if I remember rightly. Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. He played the Cockney guy who ends up beating the shit out of Sylvester Stallone. So yeah, you know, I just love his voice. He's always the one at the beginning of the free-for-all games and domination games. Free-for-all, let's do this. You know that one? Just awesome. Just a really good voice. I honestly believe that he could be the next James Bond. But if they ever, you know, kind of branched out and decided to get rid of Daniel Craig, then he could be the man to fill his boots. I really do think that, because he's just got everything about him that is the epitome of an SAS soldier. He's tough, he's mean, he's a bit of a grey man, but he's got the voice, he's got everything, he's got the persona. And I would love to see that. I'd love to see him make the next James Bond. Probably finish his career off. Everybody who plays James Bond, they don't really come back and do anything else afterwards. Maybe they make the money, or maybe it just taints them for life. But yeah, just let me know, what's your favourite character in any Call of Duty? What character have you played in any COD, whether it be Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, whatever? What character did you build a bit of a connection with? And, you know, like Ghost Riley, he died. He eventually got double-crossed and burnt alive by petrol and cigarettes. And I was gutted. I was actually wounded by that. That ruined my day. So let me know in the comments section, and I hope you enjoyed the fuckfest that was this game. And I'll see you later, guys. Apocalypse done.